We have.
We'll call this meeting to order. And we'll have roll call. Sandy? Here. Mike?
Here.
Lori? Here. Teresa? Here. All accounted for. And we'll have the minutes from last meeting.
Claims and minutes were read and approved, no fire report. Justin's working on getting permits for water access across 6. Need to get quotes on water tower repairs. Bruce, sewer ponds mowed, keeping up with mowing in spring. Cold patch needed, Lori made a motion to buy more when needed. Mike second, all in favor. Old business, electricity is finished. Cleanup is June 6th, summer feed starts June 2nd. Need to figure out how many poles we need for signs. New business, street on Henry Street, will need to cut down. Mike will get bids. Price for properties, Old Tavern, 25,000, small lot, 5,000. Mike made a motion to approve, Teresa second, all in favor. NDOT will be contacted about mowing their property, and the pet vet does not want to use the building. Meeting adjourned.
I'll make a motion that we accept the minutes. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The minutes have been read and approved. Okay, we have anyone here from the fire department?
He's, Kendallville had a fire, he had to go back, but he will be here shortly.
Okay.
Eric's coming.
Okay. All right, Justin's not here. Okay, Janet?
So, I called the health department. Bernie was out. I spoke with Veronica about the rat issue. So she basically says, what do you want us to do? I said, I'm not getting anywhere with people baiting and cleaning up properties. I feel like if the health department will come out, it will help. She asked me to send an email. My email said, Veronica, thank you for taking my call this morning. I have addressed the rat issues with the residents living at the addresses below and am not getting any help from homeowners. I made suggestions of mowing and removing weeds and debris from yards and also suggested bait boxes. I'm hoping that the health department can help with this because it is becoming an issue in a small location. The 4 properties, with summer being here and the kids playing, I hate to see this in the neighborhoods. Thank you for your time and help, Janet Hiller. She said that she would take it under advisement and talk it over with Bernie, and that was the last I heard. No email back and no call.
Okay. All right. I have a paper here that tells of the responsibility for rat control in DeKalb County, which you might want to look at. While she's reading that, Bruce, you want to give your report?
Okay. I talked to the highway, and I think you saw that they mowed that lot over there by you.
I think they mowed them both.
Mike, yeah, the lot over there where the bank was.
Yeah.
They mowed that, then they mowed both of them here.
After you mowed it, you mean?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
they mowed it here this week.
Okay.
Monday, I think they mowed.
I didn't know.
And
They're mowed.
talking to them, they're not going to be real excited about mowing them. Okay, they'll keep it down. You may have to go over there and bug them every once in a while.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. The question is, do you want me to keep them down or talk about it, or do you want to just keep on going over there and bugging them?
Let's see how they do.
Let's see how they do. We'll see how they do.
Okay, that's fine. I did. And we got the high grass that was brought up to me. I went down there and mowed the one on, down there by
Bridge Street.
Christian's.
Bridge
your-
Street.
Your son,
Yeah.
and, got that done. And, one over there next to you, he mowed it. I happened to be over there to look at it, and he came out and he said, "Would you give me till Monday?" And I called you on it, and I told him I would. You said that was okay, but he got on it and he mowed it. And the one down here on Campbell, they knocked it down. From what I hear it's in the back, it's still up. But I don't know, you can't see it from the road.
Yeah.
So I'm not, from what I can see from the road, it was all knocked down. So they took care of that. Yeah, and the refrigerator back here, done. Shot. Kaboom. I mean,
If anybody hears of a used refrigerator, we're looking, so.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But that, and I was talking to Teresa, and we paid $100 for that. And, oh Lord, Sandy, I'm not trying to get into money or anything, but they have over there at Home Depot, like
What's called
little refrigerator for like
Utility.
a break room for something, and they're pretty cheap. So, but those were options. I've been told or asked, not told, I've been asked, I'll probably pull it out, blow it out all underneath it here this week or something, and vacuum, see how dirty it is, and see if it works if I clean it up. But it won't work long,
Yeah.
because I think the motor has a short in it. Okay? That's about it.
I got a question.
Okay,
On the properties that we mow, or the homeowner decides to mow after the threat of us mowing it, what do you do when there's still 5-foot weeds or 6-foot weeds over the top
Well,
of a 6-foot wood fence?
okay, down there next to your son, he does have some high weeds in it, but it's all fenced off. I have to get down there with the weed whip because I can't get a lawnmower in there to do it. There's a gas tank in there, and just to tell you the truth, it's been so confounded hot, I didn't want to get the weed whip out.
I actually wasn't talking
he's
about that.
talking
but-
about the house next to him, aren't you, Mike?
Yeah.
The weeds there next to him.
Do they have high weeds in it, in the
Yeah.
yard?
Yeah, they do.
In the backyard and behind the fence
Behind
in
the
the alley.
fence.
Okay, I did a swipe with more in the alley,
Oh, did you?
and that was another, I'm gonna get the weed whip. Like I said, it was getting towards noon, and the heat was coming up, and like I said, I'll get it this week.
Well,
Yeah, but
now,
we're talking about the weeds inside the yard,
I don't,
correct?
I'll have to, I'll have to swing by there and try and catch him, okay?
Yeah.
Because I don't think that he has a weed whip, I don't, and I've told him that we'll charge you if I come in. And, I don't mind going back down and trying to catch him again
okay.
and saying, hey, you know, the mowing, you did a good job mowing, but it needs to.
Again.
Out in front of the house also,
Yeah, he didn't do the front.
yeah.
So I would think that probably the question to the board actually in this would be, if he doesn't comply with doing the weeds, do you want Bruce to go in and do the weeds?
And charging,
And
yeah,
charge him?
absolutely.
That's what they're usually.
That's my opinion.
Well,
Yeah, he needs to get them down, that's for sure.
you agree with me?
Yes.
I would just as soon he take care of them himself,
Me too.
and in 3 weeks, I don't want it to be back up where it was.
He's gonna have to keep mowing.
Yes,
I understand exactly what you're saying. I'll go in there tomorrow morning, and I'll weed whip.
yeah.
You do
I'll
what you can.
weed whip out.
It's too hot, don't be,
Yeah, don't do it when all this hot
It's
weather.
too hot, don't do it.
Well, it's
Whenever you feel comfortable.
Yeah, in the morning it ain't too bad. Okay.
you do what you say, you know, you won't be have heat stroke or anything, you know, you know,
I need a
be
motion.
healthy.
Yeah, but.
You wanna make a motion about that?
That to weed whip it.
And I'll weed whip.
I'll
down
make
there.
I'll make a motion that Bruce go in and take care of the weeds.
I second it.
Okay.
And I'll get that, gas tank weed whip tomorrow too, since I got it out, I'm weed whipping out down there. Get that one next to your son, and.
Do you want him to do the weeds at that one on Bridge Street? Or is it just mowing it enough?
Which one?
Down there by Christian?
Chris hasn't said nothing to me. I know the time that he's putting into his yard, he probably doesn't want weeds right across the fence, so. Be better to ask him,
Ask who?
Christian.
Christian.
Christian, if he wants the weeds, even if you just had to do them on that north fence,
Yeah,
the
that's,
neighbor's his
Yeah.
yard. Yeah,
I can ask him. Bruce.
he'll ask him.
I'll
He'll
let
ask
you
him.
know.
Okay.
What it is, there's a,
I know
another
exactly,
fence in there that's got the tank and
I know
stuff.
exactly
Yeah.
where you're talking about.
And, you know, it's 6 foot high weeds,
Yeah,
yeah, you can't mow it, but, yeah.
I'll get back with you on
Okay. All right,
Uh,
if you're done, okay.
it. Oh, I had the gas and diesel tank filled today.
Okay.
The diesel tank was almost empty.
Yeah, I think that's about a quarter, I don't
Yeah.
know. Am I supposed to tell somebody when it gets low?
You can't, I usually check every week, so I try to keep an eye on
That's the
And
one you have
it-
to call in.
it. Huh?
That's the one you have to call in.
No, I just send him a text and he takes care of it. Real simple process.
Okay, while we're on this subject of the weeds and everything, you can sit down. We met a little bit with the lawyer today, this afternoon, late. And, he said that we have to put a notice on the doors of these houses that we're mowing these yards. He's gonna send us a form. They have to have a notice on them, and,
Certified letter.
we have to send them a certified letter telling them that we are mowing that. Even if they never receive the letter or whatever, he says, as long as it's sent to their last known address that you've got, you've made an attempt to get a hold of them. So that's something we've got to do. We gotta get a notice on, down here at Campbell, and I didn't know if we were going to keep mowing down here on Bridge Street, or was that just a one-time thing to get this, I don't know.
Well, if you don't keep mowing it, it's gonna be where he has to mow it twice again.
Yeah, if we mow it and then just let it grow back up, we're not gaining anything.
Okay, just so we were clear on it, you know.
And if they don't respond, then we mow it and send them a
Okay.
bill.
Okay, The place down here on 327
Yeah,
that I mowed. Now then, somehow, I don't know who you call, I don't know nothing about that, but they will pay to have that mowed every 11 days. Now,
the neighbor
Ah.
told you that?
the neighbor got Ty. Did I tell you his name was Ty? Okay.
That's-
Ty is supposed to mow it, but I don't know how energetic he is or whatever, but he was saying that the owner of it lives in California. And, but somehow through the bank or whatever, they wanted to know if he would mow it, but he never mowed it. So, I'm just letting the board know that somehow connections can be made if you want me to go down there and mow it all the time, that every 11 or 12 days, they have a fee that they'll pay, but that's in between you all and
Okay.
what you wanna do.
Well, you're gonna have to find out who we need to
Yeah.
contact, though.
Yeah,
I'll correct you with time. Next time I'm down here mowing.
And find out what the fee is they're willing to pay.
yeah.
If they're
I
willing
figured
to
that they're
pay
gonna have to pay
$50,
They're gonna have to pay what we wanna
yeah,
charge them.
exactly,
Yeah, yeah,
If I'm gonna mow, they're paying what we want, not what they want.
exactly.
I'm sorry.
okay. All right,
So is the house next to your little white house, is it vacant now?
Squires' old place, is
Are
that,
you talking to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. She
So-
lives in Auburn.
So who's
Is it grown
responsible
up
to mow
too?
it?
She's got somebody to mow it, they've been mowing it,
oh,
The backyard is taller than I am,
around the trees and stuff. or what?
inside the fence.
Yeah.
It's 37 inches.
do you have any way of getting hold of her?
She checks her mail here on her. I've been sending letters. The water and stuff goes still, she gets that. Jeremy Brown is the one that mows it.
Jeremy mows it. Oh. Well. And maybe we should send her a letter though, and let her know he's not doing it. He's not getting it all, he's not doing it.
He's just doing the basic as long as
Yeah.
He ain't even doing the backyard.
He does the backyard, but he don't do over there where the garage is at. And that's where the fence is at. That's where the dog is at. Or donkey.
Dog or donkey?
I think it was a dog. Donkey sometimes.
You wanna send her a
Or
letter,
not donkey, Billy.
since you have her address and everything? Cause if not, we're gonna have to take action against them.
The tall grass in the yards just irritates me. It makes the town look bad, and I don't want that to be something we don't take care of.
Yeah, and there's fleas and ticks and all that in it too,
Yeah,
I agree. Okay, do you have anything else, Janet? All right, and Bruce, you got anything else? You have anything else? We'll go on to old business. I hear our summer feed in the park was pretty good yesterday or Tuesday. There was quite a few people there. I hadn't been over there, but you said there was quite a few? Good, good.
how many?
Didn't know, but there was quite a few cars. Okay, now I think we got some tree bids to open up. I'm just put
Yeah,
that
we
under
do.
old business.
M&N Tree Service, $3,000. Nat West, $3,000. Feaster Tree, $1,650.
$16.50, does that include the stump?
Yes. Remove stump and all stump chips.
I guess that's a no-brainer.
I think it is, Mike. Okay,
Need a motion.
I'll make a motion that we, go ahead and get a hold of Feasters about cutting down this tree over here on Heenan Street.
I second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion's been made and carried to get a hold of Feasters to cut the tree.
How much was the bid? I'm sorry, we can't hear.
Two of them were 3,000 and the last one was 1650. It includes the stump too, so
That's a good deal.
that's pretty good.
Oh, I'm just gonna state for the record that I'm not paying for this. It's got my name on it.
Let's see, did we,
See Eric coming.
yeah, I seen him. Did, I had something here I saw in my old notes here. And it was last fall, but I don't maybe I just have forgot. But did we ever check on a wall heater with a propane tank for the well house over there for winter? Did we ever check on that?
I did not.
Is that something we think we
Was I
should?
supposed to check on
I don't remember, but I saw it in my notes
it? I
back here.
remember us talking about it. I can, let me,
Talk to Justin and see if they still think they might need, if we have another winter like we did last year, we may.
yeah, let me do some checking on that.
Okay. All right. Okay, do we have a fire report?
We do. Apologize for the tardiness.
Okay,
For the month of May, we had a whopping total of 8 incidents. 2 in Fairfield, 3 in Richland, 1 in the town of Corona, and 2 mutual aids.
okay,
They consisted of 1 fire call, 1 hazardous situation, 1 medical, 2 non-emergent, and 3 public service calls.
okay, thank you, Derek.
Where you at on incidents so far?
70, you would think I would remember that because I just read a report this morning. 72?
72?
Yeah, we've had probably 8 this week.
Yeah, I know you've been
It
busy.
has been busy, but yeah, we're at 72, I believe, right now for the year.
Playground's coming out good.
What's that?
Playground's coming out good.
Yeah, so they worked on moving that last night in the thunderstorm. That was a pleasant experience. But Mike's got a plan. They've got some stuff put together. They're hoping to. They were actually planning on trying to auger all the holes for all the posts last night, but it just turned into too much mud.
Yeah,
So it sounds like they've got a lot of it together, and Mike even said something about it might be ready by the time July comes for the kids' day in the park.
that would be great. That would be good.
So
Okay,
The fire department does have a safety day coming up,
correct.
27th, is that correct?
That would be correct. So June 27th, we have an open house safety day. The gal's been working on that. They got some live fire demonstrations, some stuff for the kids. And then police, EMS, tow trucks, just kind of like a touch-a-truck built in with it as well. They'll have a fire safety, like survival live house, so that they can do the fake smoke and the kids can crawl out and practice all that stuff, so. Yeah, it's from 9 to 1, I believe.
Yes.
And then the kids' day in the park is also coming up on July 25th from 11 to 1. Which that's just a lot smaller, you know, we cook hot dogs, hand out backpacks for free, and
yeah,
spray the kids with some water, but that's always a popular one.
good.
I noticed on your, safety day, you were promoting, Samaritan, do you think
Yes,
that's
they are
gonna-
coming.
Are they?
Yep, I forgot about that, glad you brought that up, they are flying in Samaritan. I don't remember what time exactly on that, but they'll be setting up as
And
well.
then we got the demonstration at the Bernie vehicle.
Yep, and then we got the live fire demonstration, car prop.
Remember when we did that years
And
ago?
an obstacle course for the kids.
Huh? Remember that stuff, when we did that years ago? Bob Sliker even laid out here and took his, artificial leg off from an accident. Oh, it was something, right here at the end of the bridge, oh yeah, we had quite
That
the
would've been
thing.
something.
It was really something. That's neat, I mean, that hands-on, seeing that, you never forget, I've never forgot it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be a vehicle fire.
Well, that's pretty good.
We have a prop, we're not actually just gonna light a car on fire.
Right.
We'll hook it up to the propane tank, we'll burn a little bit extra propane, but you won't miss it.
I remember when they had a drill for a train emergency.
Yes.
They were dressed up in these suits. Scared the crap out of me. I didn't know what was happening. They was dressed up and pretending like they was going door to door knocking. Oh my God, they're going to
Yes.
my house. What's wrong?
Yes, I remember
That
that
was
too.
scary.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah, all this gets to
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
if you can call,
that
Yeah.
was something.
And had a,
maybe get a fire truck to wet the
they had a
kids
red
down that day.
pretend
We're
red.
having bounce houses and
Yeah,
stuff.
we
Yeah,
had
oh.
Like one was coming
So
off
I,
the bridge and
Mike
like.
and
They're having
I, Mike,
it.
Mike
People
and I
laying,
talked
you
about it a
know.
little bit.
Yes.
Your guys'
I think that might have been where Bob Sliker
I told
went.
him,
Yeah.
I said, give me 80,
Yeah.
whatever
That
you
was
guys
all
trying to
right.
do, fire
Yeah.
department
Yeah,
wise,
that was
just
something
have her
else.
maybe
It
next
was-
meeting or whatever.
You just don't forget that
And
stuff, you know,
sure, she can-
that's what really makes
Yeah,
it
she does all,
really
she's in
stick.
charge, she's the head of our pub ed and
So.
community relations stuff. so
Okay,
She'll take it back to that
Okay,
group and
let's
they'll
see
come
now
up with
here.
something.
okay, sounds good.
Do we have any more old business?
If anybody, I'm on their Facebook pages, but the DeKalb Chamber Partnership and the DeKalb Visitors Bureau are all promoting the fire department events very heavily.
Well, and they've even been promoting and sharing some of our recruitment and retention stuff, cause we need firefighters,
Yeah,
That's good.
Is
so.
all this happening at the fire station or what?
Yes, ma'am, they'll all be at the fire station.
As long as I know you're not gonna land it in my road over here and scare me.
Right.
they're also
The
gonna
Samaritans
promote
were
our,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids at the park.
250 celebration also.
That's what I was just asking him.
Yeah.
He said to get with Katie.
They're gonna promote that also.
Well, that's great.
And I believe that I have a color guard finally.
Oh. Good.
He never got back with me and said no, and he said if I didn't hear from him, that it was for go, so.
Cool.
Is there gonna be a parade or what?
No, just, I guess we haven't let much of this out yet, have we? We're gonna close down Michigan Street along the park there,
Yeah, that
and
one.
that's where the whole thing was.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Eric.
Yep.
It'll all take place.
So busy.
I know it.
He just got back from a fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you done telling them about the thing?
I think so.
Okay.
Don't remember what I said. Yeah. I'm
Closing
done.
down the street. Okay.
Closing
on that block.
Yeah.
That'll all be coming out
Yeah,
here.
it'll all be, it's just in the planning. Okay, we'll go on to new business. Sandy, did you get our paperwork done for advertising this property over here?
Derek's got it.
Derek's got it.
Remember he brought it up today?
Yeah, okay. Okay, so we'll be getting on that, try and get them 2 lots sold. And, did anyone check on the street lights or whatever it was, lighting for the alleys? Okay,
Hold on 1 second. Right now, this just came across the scanner, you might wanna go down there, it says we have a sinkhole on Bridge Street and Michigan Avenue in Corona.
What?
A sinkhole just happened.
ooh, A sinkhole.
Holy,
Yeah,
that's
there
what
it is.
Eric was going on.
Where was it, where's it at?
Yeah, that's true.
Michigan Avenue and Bridge.
Hustle, Bruce.
Other places are.
Go,
down
go.
here.
Michigan Avenue and Bridge.
Just right
So
down
be
Be
there.
right down here, Bruce,
By Albright's.
by Albright's. Go on, keep going. I wish he could hear better, he
Me
just
too.
don't
I've
hear.
got the same thing.
Bless his heart, that's so
Yeah.
hard,
I understand that.
yeah. Okay,
He's a
okay,
sweetheart.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
that's okay. Did anybody check on street lights?
No.
For lighting?
I didn't check on it because I didn't even know we had discussed it yet.
Yeah, we discussed it last month, or,
That was,
yeah.
that was not at a meeting.
Was that at our little meeting that we talked about that?
Yeah.
Okay,
It wasn't one, or it wasn't in time. Notice.
okay.
You said streetlights and alleys?
Yeah, they said we've got some alleys that are pretty dark.
So, we're up for any suggestions on alleys that need another light, so.
Did you like my light?
Oh my gosh, it lights up everything over that way.
Like
You got
sun
some
come out
thieves or
at night.
something that's coming around?
Well, there's been people walking the alleys,
Remind me. when
so
I'm up.
I just had NIPSCO come out and put a light up.
Yeah, I
Okay,
seen 'em
so
over
you
there.
two will,
Now-
It lights up a
Hear
lot.
We also have one block of
Campbell.
Campbell that's very dark at night.
How many was there? 2, 3?
I think this one.
Oh, I thought you wanted one in your alley.
Oh, no, just like one light, right, per alley? Is that what you guys think? Anybody?
Oh, one at each end?
Is it-
There should be at least
Go
one.
around- Go
Is that
around
enough?
tonight and check it out.
All right.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. And Mike, we also brought up at our little meeting something about some building that you thought needed tore down, that kids were
Oh.
going in it and,
Have you ever paid attention to that little shed back behind Jared Freed's down there? That looks very dangerous.
Oh, that old barn.
The old barn,
Yeah,
Yeah.
good luck.
we've already talked to him.
He told me to mind my own business.
He what?
He told me to mind my own business.
now where are we talking? Down
The
Lover's
old
Lane?
barn.
The old barn way down on
The
the.
guy that does your
Oh,
plowing
oh, okay.
behind that house, the old barn.
Oh, okay, I know where you.
It took me 3 years to get him to burn the trash pile.
Okay.
Ely's old place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, now we know where we're at.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Well. So you just wanna table that, or you wanna talk to him?
The health
I-
department won't condemn it. So, I mean,
I
Not much
know
you
what
can do.
my answer is. Fines and liens make a big
Well,
difference in your opinion.
next week, I'm going to a training course, and I will see how to properly go about getting these yards cleaned up, that we have to go in front of the county and request it. And I spoke with Derek yesterday, and he said, go for it, and so that's what I'm gonna do.
What? You know, we got tall grass, we got buildings falling down, we got vicious animals. We got trash houses.
But when I say I wanna do something, I get slapped on the wrist, or somebody's related to somebody and I can't do nothing. What do you guys want me to do?
Well,
That's what I'm asking. What do you want me to do?
Okay, calm down. We're never gonna clean this stuff up if we don't pursue it. We can go back to what it was before Janet started, and I think Janet.
And I'll resign if you want me to. I don't have a problem resigning. If you think you can do somebody else better.
Calm down. I think
No.
Janet's done a
I do
tremendous
too.
job.
Yep. I
But
do
we
too.
have to keep going with it, you know?
But if you don't stand behind me when I try to do something, then I'm just butting my head up against the wall and you're paying me to do nothing.
I agree.
Can I ask a question right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is the hesitancy about this? Because like the house behind me, that is absolutely a disgrace. And, you know, we've got a rat problem here in town now. Well, that's a real good place for it.
We're gonna discuss that here in just a minute.
Okay, well, but, you know, this stuff has been talked about for years now.
Yeah, for years, not the last
and
couple years.
And it's always, well, let's table it, it's kick it down the road. And for some of us that have to live by this stuff, we're really tired of hearing, well, let's table it. And like Janet said, it shouldn't matter if it's your best friend, if it's your mama's first cousin. There should be consequences. And you know, I have nothing against my neighbors that live beside me. They are nice people, and I believe that they're decent people. But I also believe they're very lazy in what they do.
Yeah.
You know, they got grown boys.
I know.
You know, Mike is 70-some years old, and he goes out and hand pushes, since our other mower's down, you know, while Kate and I are at work. So, you know, these two, they take care of our yard. Well, they can do the same thing.
Sure they can.
But, you know, when you go and you're like, okay, you need to do this, well, can I have till next week? Well, okay. You know, I understand empathy and I understand compassion. But if there's not consequences, because I can tell you right now that those old boys are gonna leave it until it's this high again, until the next time that somebody goes knocking on their door. So I don't understand why it's not being taken care of on the front side instead of always chasing your tail.
Yeah.
And, you know, well, we just don't wanna make anybody mad. Well, if you're gonna make somebody mad, you're either gonna make them mad, or you're gonna make the people that have to live beside this crap mad.
That's why those people are coming to Corona.
That's exactly why they come here.
Is because they know they can get away with it.
But I do not understand the hesitancy.
I don't either.
What is keeping the board from actually taking steps, getting it done, getting ahead of it, and then, you know, 10 years down the road, we're not still talking about it.
But they will be. 10 years down the road, they still will be.
But why?
Because even if we clean it up, the next board's probably not gonna follow through anyway, and it'll be right back where it was.
Well,
let me, okay, since we've opened this up,
yeah.
let's go ahead and discuss some things that I found out today.
Cool.
And I know it's a hot subject, and I know it is. I know that Janet's hot about it, I know. And I hope that she doesn't get all upset. I hope she'll just listen to what I found out and talked about here this afternoon. I have been trying to get in to see the lawyer for about 2 weeks. And he was so busy, and he called me today about, oh gosh, it was 2:34 to 3, somewhere in there. He said, Teresa, I've got about an hour here. He said, I know you have a meeting tonight. He said, if you could come over, I could talk to you a little bit. So I went. And we talked about, I told him, I said, Derek, I'll be honest with you. I said, I'm totally in the dark when it comes to these liens. I said, I don't understand them. I really don't understand them. I said, and like you say, I have compassion. And I do. I have compassion. I said, when you look at these liens that we have filed, we're going to file right now, I said, you've got one, you know, that's like $34,000. You've got one that's maybe $13,000. I said, my gosh, I said, these people live in this town are never going to be able to afford that. I mean, they're not going to be able to afford it. And I said, we're not trying to push them out of the town, you know, and he's, well, and then I also knew though, you know, that if it goes into foreclosure, all this and that, you'll get your money back and all, I mean, I understand all that. And he told me, he said, Teresa, a lien, he said, these liens that you people want to put on these properties right now, you in your time are not ever going to see this money.
Right.
You're not gonna see it.
Yeah.
He said, it may not come for 10, 20 years before the town ever sees any of that lien money. You're not gonna see it. He said it, because until it comes to that property being sold, that's when you will recoup your money.
Yeah.
Until then, you're not. And we talked about Janet. He said Janet has done a fantastic job. She's got grit, she's got teeth, and she's not afraid. And I said, exactly, she's not, and she does a good job. And he said, I agree, she does a good job. He said, she gets a little excited. I said, yeah, she does. But I said, you know, he said, but you need someone that does that, but in a real small community like that, sometimes it's not that easy, because we don't have the money to back it up. Let's face it, money is the thing. You've got to have money, because when I tell you this next thing, you're going to understand why I'm saying this. Okay. He told me, he said, in a small community, not like Garrett or Auburn or these Waterloo, he said they all have, and we all know, they have a bigger budget than we do. They've got more people on board to work. They have utility workers in those towns that come in and they clean up stuff. We don't have none of that. Anything that we do like that, we have to pay for. We got to pay up front. We got to pay these bodies to do this. And they're on their payroll. I mean, that's their job. But we don't have that type of income coming into this little town. He said, I'm going to suggest something and throw it out there. I said, well, I'm up for any suggestions, because I said, I know that people aren't happy, and I know my town board meeting tonight's probably not going to be a real good one, because I know that a lot of people are unhappy. And I said, I hate that when they're unhappy, I really do. And he said, you're gonna, a community your size, one property at a time. Don't go in and try to take over the whole community. One property. He said, if you pick out, he said, out of your properties that you've got over there that are your very worst ones, and I said, well, we have 3 that I know of right off the bat that are really bad. Masons, Jeremy Brown, and Cox's. I said, we have 3, and there's probably a couple more you could throw in there, but those 3 are bad. And he said, if you take one of them properties, and he said, hire a company to come in and clean the yard. Warn them that they're coming. Give them a deadline. When those other people see them start with a big dumpster sitting in their yard, the town's cleaning it up, they're gonna go, uh-oh. I said, well, that's what I have thought, because if you make an example out of one person, the others are gonna look. Now, I hope this will not go any further in this room. This is only my opinion. But my opinion, I have heard that Jeremy Brown and this Mason character are pretty good buddies.
With Cox's too.
I would like to see, okay, I would like to see us tackle, in my own opinion, the Mason property first. We believe we can come up with enough money to do one here soon. One property.
But we can't do it till we get a court order.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, they have to be notified
We have to get a
too.
court order.
And they have to
We have
be
to go in
notified.
front of the judge.
And they have to be notified. But if we could do one property, then we'll see, you know, how we're setting. When we get a little bit more money, then maybe we can do another property. But I think,
So what happens once it's cleaned up?
well then,
Because these people, they got so much junk out in the country, they're just gonna fill it back up again.
well, if they start bringing it in, then we can do something when we've got a small amount to work with.
They're on to his mom's out in the country, they're cleaning that up now.
Okay.
But it took.
That's in the paper.
It took 3 years.
I know, but they're doing it now, so they couldn't move it here.
But he told me, he said, because this and here's gonna say, uh-oh, they're doing it. But he said, unless you make an example out of one property, you're not you're spinning your wheels.
So does that include all their cars too?
Yes, that'd be
You're Dragging
everything.
all their cars and everything
Everything.
out?
It'll be cleaned up, totally cleaned up.
But it'll take 90 days to go to court and get the court order and all that.
Yeah, you waited this long.
Yeah, yeah.
What's 90 days?
You know
So,
what, you know what gets me is, all these places that has all this junk. We just had cleanup day.
Yeah.
They did not have one thing out to throw away.
That
No,
guy's-
they were digging through people's
That
trash.
guy's mother-in-law was
They
going
were digging
around
through
picking
people's
up
trash.
junk out of everybody's
that
stuff.
old woman in that pickup truck, yeah, she took almost
Yeah.
everything I had.
Yeah, she was going around picking up stuff, and I said, well, gee, they
Is that
need
who
more.
that is?
Yeah, that's who it was.
She lives out north on, there by Fairfield Cemetery.
That's the one that they're
Uh-huh, and I
cleaning
said
up
that-
the front,
yeah,
that's
I
who.
said, that's
Oh,
just
I
what they
watched
need,
her
more
the
junk
other
out
night,
there.
picking up stuff.
Yeah, those are the people behind me.
Stuff out 3 different times.
They're
Yeah, I
quartered.
know, it's a Boy
Whole
Scout.
bunch of them.
She didn't have, hardly have anything.
Oh, that's her. Son.
Yeah, they cleaned mine up, I had one little box left, all I had.
Twice too.
But that is what he suggested, he said, you know, if we could come up with, and Sandy said that she'll do some searching here and see if we can't come up with enough to start on one. And the board will decide which one it will be, and let's start there. But,
Did he find the sinkhole?
I don't know, did he talk to you about it?
What?
Did he find the sinkhole? Did they find it?
Yeah, the sheriff's department's down there and the state highway's coming. So
Okay,
It's
good.
right in 327, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Is it down there where Albright's drainage, that hole?
It's in
That's
that
where
area.
water always settles right there.
In
It
that
does, right
area.
there. Let's see, there was something else I was gonna say on the same topic. Did you notice Jeremy moved his car? It's gone finally. Probably have another one there, but it's gone. You know, I have had myself, and I had even told Janet that my brother lives clear up at Hogback Lake, and he came the other day, and he said he couldn't believe the way the town looks. He said, Teresa, I can see a difference. He said, it looks good to what it used to look like. He said, I can see that things have been getting done.
Yeah.
There's not nearly the trash there used to be. And I said, well, Janet has really worked her butt off on all this. She has. I said, she's really, really good at what she does. And he said, well, it shows. And then I had another guy just the other day at my church brought it up. He said, they made a trip through here the other day, and he said, we couldn't believe it. He said, that little town's looking pretty darn nice.
I hear it at just about every
I do too.
meeting
I mean,
go
Janet's
to.
doing a fantastic job.
It just,
But-
it irritates me that, okay, from what Garrett told me on the phone, and we're gonna meet with, her next week, and basically, on these cleanups, you're right, they have their employees that can go
Yeah.
out, but they still they charge for those employees, they charge for the equipment, they charge for everything. So, I mean, and it's big money that they charge for these cleanups, it ain't little money, it's
I
big
know,
money.
I know.
Okay, but one thing that you guys gotta realize, there's no reason that we can't go get guys out here at the halfway house and pay them $15, $20 an hour versus a cleanup crew that's gonna charge us thousands of dollars.
As long as it's not 88 degrees out, those guys they're begging to have ways of making money.
And, you know, and that's what she was saying, is you use somebody like that where, and it's in the thing where we charge $50 an hour manpower. Per man. Yeah, so, you know, when you use people like, that need the money and can use the money, you rent the dumpster with Warslers, the
Yeah.
two big things, and you use these guys, and it'll save a lot of money, and you can go a lot further, and you can clean up more yards than you can if you hire a company.
That's true.
And
If
if
it's
you
all
just-
legal, we can do that.
And
I'd
what
be
she's
for it.
saying, you just get them to sign waivers that they're not holding the town responsible if they would get injured.
Just like we did with the
The
park down
park,
here, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, we could easily
I
put a
would agree
dumpster
with
in
that.
and do that.
But
maybe
there
we
should
could
be
do
some-
two.
But you
there
also
should
have to
still-
hire a cop.
Yeah, but there should still be a penalty, a financial penalty to the homeowner.
Well,
Because
yeah,
there
you'll
is
put a lien on
absolutely
there.
no reason to go in and clean up their property for nothing, because
No.
then we are rewarding them for bad behavior.
That's true, I
So
agree
they
with
can
that
do it again.
too.
So they can do it again.
And then you clean
Well,
it
I
up
bel-
again.
I agree with
So-
that too.
So
I
if you
believe
charge
that-
them
Put a
the full
judgment on
amount
it?
plus,
Is that what he said?
Yeah, that is what he said,
I
the
believe
judgment.
the cost
Yeah, that's
And
what
the
you
pro-
do. You
yeah.
go back in front of the
Everything we
judge, and you
spend.
ask the judge, you tell the judge how much you used, how much it cost the town, and whatever amount that is, then he gives the judgment, and then you can put the judgment against them. And Lori can explain this part of it, but this is an easy way to get your money, and Lori will tell you about that.
Oh, is that what you were telling me a little while ago?
Yeah, Trex. Trex is a government, started in Indiana, it helps towns and cities recoup their money from when they had to pay to have cleanups, fines, instead of putting liens on the properties, you have so much money. Trex, if you go through them, they'll go after their state refunds and take the money, and we will get our money back through that.
Have you
Yes.
already checked all that out,
Yes, I
Lori?
got some of that, I got paperwork at home, but we have to apply to get on it. So,
Yeah.
and, Garrett, there's Butler, Waterloo, Garrett is currently getting ready to get on it, but they get their money back, they've gotten thousands and thousands of dollars back from state refunds. Right, cause if you clean up Mason's property, he owes us $20,000. We put a judgment against him, the lien, whatever, we go use this program, he will not get a state refund until that is completely paid back.
and the thing
So-
is, you know, it's an easy choice for anybody.
Yeah.
You can spend your own elbow grease cleaning up your property, which any
Yeah.
citizen should,
And you should.
or you can pay us thousands and thousands of dollars to do it for you. And for anybody, that should be an easy choice.
It should be.
And compassion, you know, to let people benefit off of their own, you know, that is not compassion.
Well, the three properties, the main properties though, the mentality of them people, they wanna fight the system any way they can fight the
Yeah.
system,
Yeah, they do.
you know, and,
There's
Then
another
they
way,
should, then they should pay for the privilege.
exactly.
there's another way that they can even make money by cleaning up their property. She's
Sure.
probably got $10,000 worth of metal there.
Yeah, yeah. He
All
does,
that
I'm
junk.
sure.
They don't see that, if they're hoarders, they don't see everything's valuable to them, they wanna keep it, you know, and they just don't see
And
it.
if we clean that up, can't we scrap that metal ourselves and get some
Yes.
money?
Yes.
Old
Make
junk
it good.
cars and whatever, dragging off?
Well, the junk cars you can't because you don't have titles, you just have to give the car to the wrecker service for them hauling it off.
But this tracks, so well, we get our money back, we can get our money back, you know. And I'll bring up more paperwork for Sandy to look at, but
Yeah.
once we start the process, we wanna get into that. They
Well, I
may-
definitely
It
think
may
it's a
take
good thing to
10 years in state refunds, but he will never get one until that's paid off.
Mhm.
And he may jump in and say, I'm gonna pay you the rest of the money, can you draft this? Here's the money, because he don't want you taking his refund.
Oh, that's
You
true
know.
too. That's true. Yeah.
And also, I think that instead of $50, you should be charging $100 to mow per man, per machine.
That's what Garrett does.
Now, takes Bruce 2 hours, it should be $400.
Garrett charges, they call it per man, and their equipment is a man.
Yeah.
Because Garrett said You know, they have to put tires on, they have to put fuel, they have to do oil changes, they have to do blades, they have to do everything else. And that is a man. And that is what their town does.
Or at least $100 per hour, because $50 is nothing. Then we fine them, put them on fine, and
What's the feeling on raising it? You guys wanna raise our fee? I'll make the motion if,
$100, I second it.
yeah, $100 an hour per man and equipment.
Sounds good to me. Okay.
All in favor?
So who do you guys charge for these houses that are empty? When he mows?
Well, a couple of them is banks.
Yeah. Well, I'm sitting here looking at Salida.
Why?
Every time I drive past her house in the summertime, she's out
Beautiful.
working.
It is.
Every time I drive past Lori's house,
Every
she's
time you
out
drive
working.
past.
I'm the one that doesn't have
past, my
flowers
butt stuck up
in the middle.
Every weekend, I see my wife and daughter out there, working in the garden or the flowers. Lynn and Becky, same thing. And it's not right for us to let other people,
Freeloaders.
get away with not taking
we
care
all
of
live
the.
It doesn't cost a single dime to keep your yard clean.
Mhm.
I'm just hoping Lori and
Yeah.
Salida keep on coming over toward me with their flowers.
I'm trying to get some more away.
Throw
right
some
now.
seeds out there.
Yeah.
Something.
We planted flowers.
It doesn't cost anything to keep your yard nice.
No.
It doesn't.
Drove by and I thought, they haven't planted
No.
anything. Maybe I can ditch
Plant
some.
flowers or not. I mean,
Mow
your
it down
yard-
low.
Your yard looks nice. You
Mow
have
down
flowers.
low. And don't scalp your neighbor's yard when you mow.
You probably see them in my yard.
You're just saying mowing, this is professional too.
What?
Plowing.
How much do we charge for plowing?
Same as mowing, but they're just bringing mowing up, so I wanna know, is it plowing too?
Plowing too? Yeah, I think it should be.
Yes,
Well, most,
everything.
Yeah.
isn't most of our snow plowing done for elderly people?
No, not their driveways and stuff.
No, I hired it one time last year.
It's just to.
Well, I
at the
mean,
end,
so did
somebody else
I actually owe for it still today.
But it's just so they don't, he doesn't, plow in, just the end of the driveway, but he doesn't do the driveway.
So is the price gonna be the same for the,
Yeah, for plowing and mowing both.
That one more thing was nothing to do with that.
yeah, 'cause I hired him twice last summer, or winter.
I did one.
And the fact that you just brought it up, I thought, damn, I ain't never paid that yet.
Mark. Bad morning.
I'm
Procrastinator,
a lawbreaker.
lawbreaker.
You look like a rebel with that tied around your head.
Hey, there was
Like
a lot of
biker.
years where that title fit.
Yeah, I agree with what Stephanie said about, you know, we have to come up with a way to keep the people from doing it all over again. That's key. right
Well, if
there.
you go with that program that Lori's talking about, Tracks, you get your money.
Yeah,
You don't have to wait years.
and the guy serves it really well. There's cities down getting.
Garrett's gonna go
thousands of
with it.
dollars back. I mean, don't get just.
And Waterloo and Butler are
tax
having
refund,
great
but-
response from it, and they're getting their money, and Garrett's gonna go that way.
What do you guys think? Do you wanna make a motion
Each one
that
of
we
these
I think it's worth,
check this out?
yeah, it's worth checking it out,
Okay,
absolutely.
I'll make a motion that we
Second it.
get her done, and, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, it's been carried.
Thank you.
And you have to have a court order each time, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
to clean up their yards, we do. You have to get a court order because you're trespassing if not. And you would be stealing their items. So you go in front of the judge and you have to take photos, you have to take documentation, how many times they've been worn. A judge has never went against Garrett on any cleanup. And they've done a dozen, and they've never gone against them. And then when it's done, they go back into civil court then and get the judgment.
Sounds good, sounds good. Well,
Now, the judgment from civil court, that's something that we can collect through this program?
Yes.
Go ahead. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have that, yeah. We were talking about the rats.
Now what Garrett does, and I read this, and what Garrett does is the code enforcement officer actually goes out and puts the rat bait on the properties.
Oh, my word.
They charge for the code enforcement hours to do that, and the rat bait, and they send the bill to the homeowner.
But I think it'd be so much better, I think, if the homeowners are responsible to get them black boxes.
Yeah, but if they don't do that,
Well, if they don't do that, they're gonna have rats. If they can't control their own rat problem, once all the debris and stuff is,
well, once the debris is gone, but like, where the rats are coming out right now, there was a dead one in the alley yesterday, back here by Salitas actually. And I know where it came from, but, I mean, I
Why
ordered.
don't you read that out loud? That way we can all hear what it says, it's for DeKalb County.
Responsibility for rat control in DeKalb County, Indiana. Under Indiana Code, the responsibility for exterminating and destroying rats lies with the person who owns, leases, occupies, possesses, or has charge of the property infested with rats. This means that if a property owner, tenant, or other responsible party fails to act, the State Department of Health and Family Services, local health officers, and local boards of health, including town or city boards, can order extermination. When a town or city legislative body, such as a town board, orders rat extermination, the expense is charged to the county, town, or city that ordered the destruction. The town's clerk must file a certified statement of expenses with the county auditor, who then charges the amount against the property where the nuisance was abated. The funds are collected like other taxes and then paid back to the town or city to reimburse them for the cost. In DeKalb County, Indiana, town boards such as Auburn Town Board have the authority to levy taxes, appropriate funds, and set policies for unincorporated areas within their jurisdiction. If a rat infestation occurs in a town within DeKalb County, the town board could order extermination under state law, and the cost would be borne by the town with reimbursement from the county if the county is the one ordering the work.
But I think that probably going that way would be better, cause you go putting out poison out in yards and stuff, and other animals get to it, their pets and stuff, that ain't gonna go over good. But if they have them black, cause I see them at Albright's, they've got them, and they never complain. No, the black boxes. The black boxes. I think all grocery stores and stuff have them. I see them at Walmart.
Yeah.
I see them all over the place.
And periodically and check all that.
Check them, yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, for people, cause they got a lot of pets. And if you just buy your own, then, you don't.
So. You saw one in your yard?
No, I saw one in the alley by your house.
Oh my God. I'm gonna get a trap.
It was dead.
Well, we had to get a squirrel out of our house.
Maui
We had to
probably
pay for
got
that
it.
But where
$400.
they said, what's their fight with?
Molly probably got it.
I actually threw it over the railroad bank.
Oh, Lord, you picked it up.
Ooh.
I had rubber gloves.
Okay, now, where are we at?
I'm code enforcement, so.
I think that's all new business.
Okay, I'll call you.
All right, and we've got this other
We
thing.
had a squirrel.
Yeah.
And they basically charged us $400 to get that out of the house.
Oh my God, darn something.
Right here's, you got
I
yours?
figured it was a cat or
There's
something.
one on the baby, and I don't know why they did it.
Can I ask who is buying the properties?
Same one.
Buying what property?
What property?
The properties you said,
It's not,
I got
we
mine
have
right
paper,
here.
we have a copy of it. We have paper.
They're in the lawyer's office right now.
oh, I thought you said it was 25,000 and 5,000.
Oh,
That's
that
what
is-
they-
yeah.
They want. First.
Oh.
They have to put in what they want, and then it has to go in the paper, and we have to contact the people around it. And it's,
Okay, I understand. I thought it was sold, that's what I.
No. Yeah. Okay.
Can I have one more question before you start, Lori? Now, the stuff that didn't get picked up, that the trash people did not pick up, that's
Yeah.
still out by people's houses, what does the board want me to do?
They need to be told they have to get rid of it. Town,
That's, yeah.
send them a letter,
Hmm?
or send them a letter,
I know,
What?
I get it out.
or for stuff that didn't get
I'm
picked
not talking
up.
about your sister, I'm talking about the apartment building.
Apartment had tires and TVs, didn't it?
Well, and
Oh.
5-gallon buckets, lots of 5-gallon buckets, yeah.
I never see that. He told me he was coming that Saturday morning, cause he was fixing that leak. He would get the stuff, but you need to call him and say.
I already called him.
No. But that's what he,
'Cause I
and that
told-
was before they picked.
That's the apartment house, he needs to get his stuff. Crap up.
I told him he needed to tear it down.
He talked about that, actually.
Well, I told him that's the best thing he could do.
Yeah.
They said there are rats up there too.
Oh, I bet, I bet. Okay, Lori has something here to do with, we're gonna talk about,
We're thinking about trying to change the ordinance on fireworks where there's no aerial allowed at all. Yeah, and just ground levels, that's what we're looking at. We're waiting for the attorney to give us the right codes for it. But I have that, and I have another one that if I didn't wanna fly, we could do no displays, which is basically the ones that launch and explode but I like the non-aerial, no aerial, because we're a small town. You know, we don't need to be shooting fireworks over each other's house. It's just, plus our animals, it just terrifies them. Terrifies them.
Well, the birthday party knocked pictures off of my walls and her
Yeah, it knocks
walls.
them off my wall.
And, I mean, these were
It-
mortars
I'm
landing
surprised
on
it
my
didn't shatter
house.
my windows.
Mortars.
Yeah.
It's really bad. I mean, if we get the right code for it, I think town should go ban the aerials completely.
this other one here is the one that we have now, right?
Yes.
Okay, I have a question. Okay, on the one that we have now, they can do them between,
I change the hours too.
9 and 2 hours after sunset. And you're
That's
moving,
supposed to be 5.
and
That-
you're
that's-
moving this clear back to 5.
That's
How come,
5.
how come you're going back 4 hours? Why don't you make that
Cause
out
that
7?
9's wrong.
That's last year's, that's one we got now.
Yeah, this is the one we got now.
Yeah,
This is,
but
this
I'm
is the one.
changing, it. We should only, you're going from 9,
Now, you got it here, 5 p.m.
well, we
Start.
don't wanna do that, we wanna change the hour, the days too, so, yeah, write that 9.
Now, yesterday Derek told me that in the state, Each town can write their own fireworks things. And he also told me that you don't have to give them any time. You can completely ban it. But if you wanna give them just the 4th of July, you can. You don't have to give them New Year's. You don't have to give them any other holiday.
Well, what I was questioning was, the one
Yeah.
that we already have was 7 o'clock or 9 o'clock until 2 hours after sunset. But the new one here says between the hours of 5 PM and 2 hours after sunset. That gives them another 4 hours to be able to shoot them off.
You wanna change it back to 9?
Yeah, I think, don't you guys? I think 9 or 7.
Cause I go back and change that easily.
But I think 5 is way too early.
Ending at 5?
No, starting at 5 in the afternoon.
That's too early.
We had our older one start at 9
At 9 o'clock at
at
night?
night is what our old one is, the one we have now. And she moved it clear, or this one right here goes clear back to 5.
That's a
That was
typo.
this time.
Typo.
Yeah, just put 9, I change that back.
What time do you think, Mike? You got an opinion here?
Well, let me look at it.
Okay, you look at it.
You wanna keep all the same days? Cause right now we're giving them 2
Okay, I see
weeks.
what you're saying.
Yeah, see here, it was 9 o'clock PM. This is the one we have
Should've
now.
stayed 9.
You wanna leave it at 9, or you wanna go back to 7?
Oh,
What do you think?
I think on those holiday, weekends,
Be more relaxed.
you can put 5 o'clock if you want to, or 9 o'clock, but on 4th of July weekend, Memorial Day weekend, people are gonna shoot fireworks no matter what.
Yeah.
It's not allowed on Memorial Day in our ordinance.
Yeah,
We're not going to either.
I don't know what the hours should be, either one will work, but like, what I'm saying is people are gonna do what they wanna do.
Mm-hmm.
And I've listened to the scanner on those weekends,
Yeah,
and when people call in about fireworks, the sheriff's department says, yeah,
But we
what
can
it,
ticket them. We can ticket them in violation of the
Yeah, it's
ordinance.
a
yeah, that's what Darren said.
Yeah, that, I can be that hard ass that goes and tickets them.
what I'm getting at,
'Cause I
is
hate
you
'em.
really wanna do that.
Yes, I do, because my dogs suffer and my house almost caught fire, Mike. Those were mortars on my roof.
All 3 of us that lives right there together.
They were hitting
it
our
was just right
house.
over our houses.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to blow the windows out of our house.
It
I
shook
know what
our
you're
whole
talking
house.
about.
It's in our alley.
No, it's terrible.
My
Can't
point
have that.
is that people are gonna shoot them on those holidays, no matter what you say.
I understand that, but if they pay enough fines,
And the point is, everybody has the right to do something up to the point that it infringes on somebody else's right.
go,
And so when these people are doing this, it might be one family, but they might be infringing on a dozen of their neighbors.
Well-
I'm not taking one side or the other, I'm just trying to,
the guy behind me, when he shot him that day, he was intoxicated.
You're shooting from
And they were Ohio fireworks that were illegal in Indiana. They were mortars. I should have brought one. They were that
They're
thick,
like a toilet paper roll.
but they were
thicker.
solid
Thick.
hard.
Yeah, they were thick.
And they had a plastic coating on the ends of them
Yeah.
that was 1/4 of an inch.
Yeah, I should've got, gave it to Eric.
It was mortar.
Fire department.
It was mortar. And
If
it,
somebody wants to do that stuff, there's all kinds of country out there.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to do it right here in town.
The only
No.
thing that I know is he stopped when Janet yelled at him.
Yeah.
and I did
That
yell.
That was the end of it. I know, I heard you. I was out looking, man. And what is that racket?
you guys think that I'm going against this, I'm not, all I'm telling you is that they're gonna do them
Yeah.
no matter what your
Yeah,
rule,
but at
what
least
your
we have it
ordinance
in the
says.
ordinance, these
Now,
fines.
if you wanna fine them, that's
But if it gets out of hand, then we've got something to go by.
Right,
If
exactly.
they just do a little, then you don't hear nothing for a while, then first, you know, you don't mind that just a little bit.
As long as they don't go flying on these houses, cause then the fire department's gonna get all these calls for house fires, because, I mean, they were landing next to my propane tank. If that would've exploded, none of us would've had a house
Yeah,
on
all
Camp
of
Bell
us.
Street.
They were hitting my garage, top of my house and my garage, but picking it up the next day.
And I'm not being honest, if my house or garage catches on fire, everybody needs to leave Camp Bell Street.
Yeah. Blow
I
up.
agree.
Sold mine.
I'm out of there.
Tank.
Might not be safe at your house either.
No, I know, no. In the summer maybe, cause I got shield from the trees, but not in the fall or the winter.
That's it worries me when it's
I
something
know.
like that.
Yeah, that was bad.
And I'm sorry I screamed. and
That's all
hollered.
right, you stopped it. They would've continued probably all night.
Oh, yeah, they would've, till they
Yeah.
ran out.
The only other question I had on that one was I noticed that you used the word consumer fireworks.
Yes. There's a display fireworks, which is, you have to have a permit to just, shoot those off, like a town or a city has their display
Consumer
fireworks.
is you can go to Walmart and buy.
The ones you can buy at
Okay,
Walmart.
that's not the definition of consumer fireworks.
Okay, you tell us the
The
definition.
stuff that Crazy Joe sells, those are consumer fireworks too. You don't need a license or anything for that.
That was a
No.
consumer that he had. Those are
No,
orders.
I'm not arguing with you, but
I
I'm
know.
saying you're using the wrong term if you
Well,
want your
basically-
ordinance to stick.
But basically, anything aerial can't be shot.
Yeah.
It's saying anything aerial cannot be shot.
But aerials are consumer fireworks.
But anything aerial cannot be shot.
I understand
That's
that,
the
but-
exception. You can buy consumer fireworks that are ground level, little fountains, smoke bombs, snakes, sparklers. But you let it go up in the air,
It
you're getting a
launches
ticket.
into
Cause
the
I'm gonna
air
be,
is not
I'm gonna
allowed.
be white on rice on that one.
It
Go for it.
launches into the air, it launches into the air, which I put in there,
I,
not allowed.
I don't need you to explain it. I understand the ordinance. I'm telling you that it's confusing. Consumer fireworks
If you
are
want me to reword it,
consumer.
I can.
I don't know what you wanna do, but it's very confusing the way you have it written.
Why don't you give some ideas on the verbiage then, cause I don't think any of us are confused. How do you think it should be worded?
Well, if I'm the only one that's confused, then never mind. I know what consumer fireworks are. And consumer fireworks are the little packages you buy at Walmart,
Vintage consumer
No
fireworks.
consumer.
but they're also the
Yeah.
big boomers that you buy at Crazy Joe's
Yeah,
also.
so if that encompasses all of those definitions, those different things, how's that not the right verbiage? If that covers,
Because they're saying some of them are okay and
No,
some
sir.
of them aren't.
They're saying that the
it's
ones,
specified by aerial, that
Right.
is definite, that's to a T a definition of aerial, that cuts the confusion right there.
Take that out when you do it.
My bad.
Anything that goes in the air is just not allowed in the town of
What I'm gonna
Columbia.
do then, since we've already discussed this, do you want us, leave it going out to our little meeting and then we can get it going?
We need to get Tim codes from Derek.
Yeah,
We won't have it out by July anyway.
right, yeah,
You couldn't pass it today anyway, you have
no,
to
okay.
introduce it and then pass it.
Well, we see on here what Mike's talking about, what he's talking about.
Yeah,
We-
let's
We
scratch
found
that
it
out.
right here, she's gonna
Scratch
take care
that
of
out.
that.
That'll be gone.
Yeah, it'll be gone, so. All right. Okay, do we have any other new business?
Yeah,
I
I
got
do.
you.
You go ahead.
Okay, we got the Ben Harrison Memorial Clothes Swap coming this Saturday
Okay,
from 10 to 2, and it's gonna be our largest one ever.
oh boy,
I have almost 100 totes,
oh my God.
so I gotta figure out how to get them all here. but we've been getting a lot of turnouts. Garrett's Curiosity Shop has been donating every Tuesday about 10 bags. I had to stop that because Liquidation donated 3 pallets of clothes and one of belts. We also had Love Cherish again, Antiques in Kendallville had donated about 15 bags of clothes. We've had estates, places of clothes that's been coming in. We also got Helmer's, used to be the Methodist Church. We had their leftover of their rummage sale of their clothes and everything, and which I'm still going through. But we are getting a large turnout of donations. I'm hoping we'll get a large turnout of people coming to get it. And I will tell you, some of the things I've seen come in just blows my mind.
Well,
We've got
that's
some
good.
new blue jeans, all kinds of new clothes. We also had Vera Bradley bags,
Oh my.
purses donated, which blew my mind. And we got some very nice shoes,
And that's
blankets.
10 to 3?
It's 10 to 2.
10 to 2,
Mhm.
okay.
You gotta go to work.
So if anybody wants to come and check out what we got, or even come and help us put on the table, I'll take it.
Vicky, I missed the date. What was the date?
It's this Saturday. This Saturday.
This coming Saturday?
Yes.
Okay.
And for, up to the women's, we got up to 6X again, and we got up to 6X for men.
Oh my goodness, okay.
So,
Good.
Are they putting in, Becky? Are they putting things in there?
They're putting in or taking out.
There was only like 3 items in there.
I'm looking.
Okay,
Huh?
go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Caitlin back there, I think.
Yeah, are you ready for
Okay,
me?
yeah.
Alright guys, I basically wanna talk about the woman that we had out here yesterday. I brought some information for everybody on the board and Janet, and I have extras for anybody who wants some. I just have to say I'm here as a community member and not for my organization. But Sandy, the call that she made was the exact right team. The response team came out, made contact with her. And basically, if we, run into this again, this is gonna be who I think you guys should call.
Okay.
We have a team that will come out, boots on the ground, with homeless people, whatever the case may be. We have a short-term shelter. And basically, this is 24/7, 365. If you guys call this number and you have somebody that you want like a response to, they will come out. I personally would advise skipping the sheriff's office. They're not gonna help.
Nope.
I know you guys found that out on your end yesterday. We also found that out on our end. They were well within their rights to take her yesterday.
Sure they
and
were.
chose not to. So I'm gonna give you guys some of these,
That's
and
wonderful.
anybody else who wants one. This is gonna be the emergency hotline number. If we have somebody who shows up in that situation, I'm gonna see theirs, and then I'll let you guys pass these around. So we have the emergency solutions team, and that is who came out and spoke with her yesterday.
That is great to know.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yes.
'Cause I got a feeling that we're gonna have a lot more of that.
I think so too, and that's a little bit kind of what I wanted to talk
Yes.
about.
another one
Yes.
today.
I have some for you.
Okay.
I think I didn't grab enough.
Thank you.
Why, do you know this guy
My
here a
son
little
also,
bit?
the person who is
No, I'm kidding. Okay, so here's that's the Connect. So this is, I'm gonna talk about this second. This right here in the red that I've highlighted, that's the, this is the 24-hour emergency solution hotline.
Okay.
Like in the case of yesterday, if you guys wanted somebody to come out, check on her, see how she's doing, you can call them anytime throughout the year, and somebody's at least always on call. I know, what I can say is, a few of them came out yesterday, and she declined services. Don't get discouraged, because that's not always gonna happen.
Right.
And, you know, if we can get them to come with us to our short-term shelter, which is the CARES unit, which is talked a little bit about on there. We offer, they can stay overnight, they can shower, wash their clothes, we feed them, and that's what we have in DeKalb. That is all we have. That is our resource.
That is wonderful to know.
Yeah. That is
Oh,
pretty much it.
that
If
is
we
good.
wanna get something done in this county. That's what we have available to us, so any of you guys can call that at any time, if need be. You can call me directly. You know, Juanita was fantastic yesterday, obviously. We also have, I gave you a printout for the Connect program, which is if you are involved in the criminal justice system, as in you're on parole, probation, through the courts, anything like that, and you reside in DeKalb County, you could qualify for free transportation. And so I gave you guys a printout for that as well. If you know anybody that could benefit from that, but.
That's great.
You know, it is probably gonna be something that we're gonna see more often.
Oh, I think so.
It's systemic failure, not on our small town, but in general. Housing crisis, mental health crisis, addiction, alcohol, you know.
I told Bruce, I said, when this happened yesterday, I said, I bet you there's more of them here all the time that we just don't know about.
That's what I'm hearing, and
That's what I
I'm a
feel.
little surprised by that, but,
Yeah. I think so.
yeah.
Okay,
Well,
good work.
before-
Yes,
Yes,
that was
thank you.
very nice.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank
I
you
couldn't
so much.
understand her yesterday. I mean, I tried to talk with her and I couldn't understand her.
I came out, I think, maybe after you had come up, and I think she was definitely still agitated. I think she had had enough of people checking on her. She definitely, as soon as I told her who I was, she wasn't having it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that's just how it goes sometimes. I mean, she was clearly intoxicated, and there was a mental health crisis going on there, and, you know, we're gonna still keep trying to do what we can do on that end. I can't say any more than that at this time. But, you know, I wish that we had more collaboration from the police.
Yes.
I'm just saying that
I
as
know.
my personal opinion.
Yes.
But they were well within their rights to either take her in on a public intox or to bring her to us and say, this is your option. And it's unfortunate that didn't happen.
Yes.
And that's what I asked the officer yesterday when he called me back. You know, I asked him, I said, you know, she's definitely public intox. She has open container.
Yeah.
At least if you take her in, she has a roof over her head and she's gonna get sober.
Right.
But they couldn't make any
You
money off
know,
of her.
but no, it's, you know, well, she's been
That's
all
it.
over DeKalb County.
No money.
So, and basically he was just saying it's your turn.
How
You
do they
know,
get their
it was
funding?
crap.
Is there something you give charity to, or?
For the client, for the person in question, all of this is completely free. This is these are through state funded grants,
State funded?
these programs, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So how is she?
We'll start closing
Is she
stuff
okay?
up.
We actually don't have her because she declined to come to our facility,
Oh, you
so
still
she was
got
here
your
last night.
Lord,
She was around
honey.
7 o'clock, and I don't
I
think
forgot you
anybody's.
sent her, Mike. And I forget
I
I
haven't seen
think
her
there's
today.
still an effort to try and locate her and make sure she's okay, but,
European epidemic, we had.
I don't know that anybody's
Heck
where
yeah,
she's
so you
at
go
right
home.
now. Yeah,
Yeah, I know you're.
yeah, she was out here under the pavilion,
Yeah.
all, like, I guess all day yesterday. Yeah, it
Okay,
is.
I'm back in business.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
There was a guy here earlier, did you see him? He was here and then he was sitting down there in front of the factory.
I wonder if he's the one that came in this morning.
Who's that?
He was standing out here when I got
And I
here.
picked up his whiskey bottle out of the yard.
He has a backpack on. He's trying to get to Butler.
You got a description, do you know what he looked like?
Do you have a
Anything Out
description?
of the ordinary?
Do what?
I'll see if he's still down there.
Oh, was it later this afternoon?
To the fire department?
He was
That
down
would be
there
great
in
if you
the,
could.
standing down there in the corner before our meeting.
I wanna say one thing
'Cause I'm a
about what
support
Kate
member there,
said.
so.
I appreciate that, yeah.
If you wanna feel like
Thank you.
pond scum or whatever, deal with that girl all day yesterday.
He's not down there, Kate.
And then when your daughter gets home, she says, Dad, why didn't you call me? That's what my people do.
Oh,
And I thought,
We didn't know.
never
you
even
gotta
thought
solve
about
it.
it. Thank you.
Now we
You
know.
wanna hear something funny? You ought to go look down the road and there's a deputy that's got the road blocked. And all you see is a red, white, and blue hat standing in front of the.
Oh, Bruce ain't gonna miss a chance to get.
You look down there, and that's all you see is his little red, white, and blue hat sitting
He's
there.
yours, Teresa. He's all yours.
And I picked out that hat.
Hard to miss, isn't it?
Lord have mercy.
He's a good man, he gets involved.
Oh,
He
he
just
does,
tries
he
to
can't hear
make
nothing.
people laugh.
It's so funny though, because
Hey, he's representing.
He's a good
Yeah,
man.
We gotta be represented down there.
I think it's Uncle Sam standing down there, that beard.
that's all you see.
What a revolting development.
It's too far down there.
Okay, Mike, I think that I'm gonna let you talk a little.
Okay, I checked
Oh,
off
you got
Alley
some,
Light.
Selena's still got some.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay, I just
Okay.
wanted to know, it's time for me to have this big tree down here by my house trimmed. And I'm going to hire somebody to do that. But I know 3 or 4 years ago, there was a big deal about town trees and people's property and all that stuff. So there's not gonna be any problem, right?
You planted that tree, that's yours.
No, the big one, the big oak, maple,
You planted that though, didn't you?
no, the town.
Down. There's no problem.
That's when
with
Bill
that.
Arnett and those guys was planting that one year.
I don't have a problem with her doing that.
But
I
I'm
don't.
gonna pay for it, but if it dies, but it's been trimmed before. but
Okay,
After that big hassle,
I know.
people talking about trees and whose responsibility it was and.
Yeah.
So, I just wanted to let you guys know.
okay. We just get her done.
Okay.
We just
And I
say,
think
go
I'm gonna
look.
get the same one you guys was talking about, what was it?
Feasters?
Yep, that's who trimmed it before.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna be in town here shortly, so I would give him a call and,
Okay.
Maybe you could just do it when he comes do the other.
yeah.
Because a lot of them don't have that aerial thing that they got to
Right.
get up high. And
Yeah.
I want it topped and trimmed, on the sides and everything, so.
We'll give it a
The other one that I
haircut.
found when I had it done before that had a truck like that.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Okay, Mike, go ahead now.
Okay, I got some of them checked off here. Sandy informs me that we already discussed,